Hi there, this is Jebb Adams, and I'm continuing along, working along to clean the rotating hook and its shaft and the rotating hook bevel gear. And we see the nail polish mark we made earlier before we took it off. We see the big space on the bottom of the hook, which allows us to remove and insert the positioning pin. And so what I did was I put the gear back on here just for demonstration, but we've already cleaned that gear with oil and grease when we took it off originally. And we wanted it cleaner so that when we put the nail polish on. So I'm just going to take that off. I'm not going to wash it again. And I'll just place that on that paper towel. That's kind of far away, but maybe I'll move some of that stuff over. But anyway, so yeah, so here's our messy rotating hook. And I'm just going to take a clean toothbrush and knock the dust off of it before I put it in the Krud Kutter. This is 50-50 Krud Kutter, water and Krud Kutter. And inside, in there already, I have the screws, the bed cushion screws that go on the bottom of the machine. There's one of the bed cushions there. And those are the screws. So we're going to get those clean. I'm just knocking off the dust from the inside of the rotating hook and the top of it, the race, where that, where everything runs along there. Paying special attention to get in there by the hook. Now the other thing that I want to show you about this rotating, oh, there's a big piece of fluff there. Maybe my thumb was holding it in there. Oh, there's some more. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it needs a cleaning. I mean, it's a well-maintained machine. Like, there's no gunk. There's no dried varnish or oil, or there's no varnished oil or grease. It was a little dusty. That's it. So anyway, we'll put that in the 50-50. And the other thing I wanted to point out about the rotating hook here, this hole in the center, that's an oil port. And it leads to access right there. You can see a cutout and then the other end of that oil port. This is where the oil comes down, and as the shaft rotates, that oil comes out, and then it's, with the heat and everything else and speed, it's able to be circulated entirely in there. So that, that is very easy to oil because it sits, in the middle under the bobbin case and under the bobbin itself. So to oil that, all you really have to do is take the bobbin out, which we do all the time as sewers. So I just wanted to point that out to you. And we'll give this a little more of a wash now. Where's my toothbrush here? So I will wash these pieces, and if they come clean the first time, that's wonderful. And if they're not to our usual high standards here at Jebb Adams, then we'll do it again. Or we'll do something else. And then I'm just going to take this. I've had it degreased in the degreaser, in the Krud Kutter. Now I'm going to get a Q-tip, if I can find where I spilt them all. I throw them in that? No, maybe. Oh, I threw them in this one here. I threw them in this one here. So now I'm going to get a Q-tip, and this is 100% dishwashing liquid. And I'm going to start up here, wiping all this soap on it, because we want to wash the Krud Kutter off now, right? Because eventually this has to be oiled. Dishwashing soap is a really good cleaner, I've discovered. And I'm not saying that because I want to do the dishes. I am the dishwasher. I don't have a dishwasher. They use electricity. I don't want that. I need the electricity for my power tools. So, and then I'm just going to stick it in this little thing of water. And so now we've soaked it in water after the Krud Kutter and then the liquid detergent. Now we're rinsing it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle nose pliers and I'm going to take this. You can even see little bits of flotsam in there from... I'm spilling water on myself. Way to go, Jebb. Anyway, so I'm going to take that. I'm going to hold it with the needle nose pliers. And then I've got the Conair hair dryer here. The hair dryer again. So it's been degreased, washed, rinsed, and dried. And now I'm just going to get the tri-flow oil. And I'm going to put a whole bunch of drops in there. See, now we can see it coming out. So that's good. So there's oil in there. And I'm going to put a little more, just to be sure. And then I'm just going to drench the rest of it in oil. Aren't I? And then I'm just going to take my glove, my hand, and see, make sure that I get it on all the edges and there. And that's how I'm going to leave that. And I'll put it over there beside that gear. What am I going to get out of here next? Excuse me. Next, I want the feed dog. Oh no, I want the positioning pin. Next, I want the positioning pin. So I'll put that in there. While it's sitting in the Krud Kutter, I'm going to take one of these. I'm going to take these screws out one at a time because I want to dress them up. So I'm going to get a toothbrush that I haven't recently cleaned. Oh, this one's not bad. It's kind of half clean. And I'll stick it in there. And I for sure want to get the threads clean. So it's not really coming off. It's still there. I have some other stuff. Krud Kutter and the Must for Rust are made by Rust-Oleum. I know it's an American corporation, but they have a plant in Concord, Ontario, in the Greater Toronto area. Anyway, so I'm just going to not waste a whole lot of time trying to clean these things when they are doing their best just as it is. How's that one? Maybe that's the one that was already getting some cleaning from abrasion. How's this one? I think that's the one that was sporting the abrasion. This one's messy. Hold a toothbrush to it. Okay, let me get a brush. What did I do with all my brushes? Oh, geez, did I lose them? Where's my brushes? Not to worry. We'll just throw that in the rinse water for now. And then we'll get our positioning pen. It was already pretty tidy anyway. Like I said, you know, that I will tell you that hook, rotating hook and shaft, and the, you know, the area that it sits in, I mean, it was barely dusty. That was the cleanest hook I have ever seen. Usually when you go down there, there's thread and dirt and mounds of dust, you know, and varnish and gunk. And I think somebody cleaned this. You know, this had a good life at one time. It was taken care of. So there's all that stuff out of there. I'll put the feed dog in now. And where's the foot? I'd like to put the foot in there. So I'll let those two soak. And then I will get these out of the water, starting with the positioning pin. Starting with the positioning pin. I wonder if I took those brushes into the other room, but I'm not going to go looking. Oh no, they're right here. I hid them on myself. That's what I did. Okay. We may have some different results now, my friends, mis amigos. So this is a little soft brass or something brush. Well, there was a little bit right there, and I think it's already gone. So I'll just finish up getting some other edges, some other hard to reach bits. Throw it in there, and then now I'll get my needle nose pliers with this screw. Oh, nice. That I like. That I like. Now, if I can just get the slot a little cleaner. Sides. You know what? I'm like, this is my collection. I don't sell these things. You know, and if they're gonna live with me, I want them to be clean, you know? And they'll be happy, I'll be happy, you know? And these are gonna outlive me. But what I'm doing here will last for ages, you know? Now I'm just gonna hand dry that with a little towel. Put it there. I'm gonna get this guy out of there, dry him. The positioning pin. That's part of the rotating hook and bobbin area. Excuse me. Thank you. And this one I'm gonna dry right now. There. And now I'm gonna Smile on that. Then rub it all over. And this one is done. Now the screws I haven't oiled yet. So I'm going to get that out of there. That out of there. That out of there. And then I'm just going to wipe it off. It's on the needle nose pliers. And I'll start right there. That's not too bad. It's a little grubby, but it's clean. There's nothing varnished on there. And I'll just dry these two off with the paper towel. Put them down there, and then I'll get this one. And I'm just gonna do it while it's still wet. Oh, there was a whole bunch of gunk that just came off there. That was encouraging. Now I'm going to flip it around and see if I can get some on the thread. See if that needs any cleaning. There, that's the third one. That one looks pretty shiny already. Well, there's the one half of the top, the right half there. So we'll do that. And then I'll just put a drop of oil. And I'll roll them around with their oil, and I'll put them over there with their oily friends. Excuse me, I burped. I'm not bragging, really. Honestly, I'm not. And I coughed, excuse me. So, where do I have a little painty brushy? I got one right here. This is pretty clean already. I know I don't need to, but I'm just doing this for the fun of it. Pretending it's dirtier. Quite often, these things are really filthy to feed dogs. So, especially in a little place like there, and then in here, I think there's some in there right now. Well, no, there isn't. Somebody was looking after this machine. And why not? I mean, it's beautiful. It has the automatic stitch control. It was made in Germany. It's direct drive. It's convertible. You got a free arm. It's great. It's not very portable. It would be heavy for a woman to. Okay, now that's clean. Where's my paper towel that I'm soaking up the. Here, do you folks like that? That's a nice clean dog, isn't it? Ow. Nice doggy. Indeedy do. So I'm going to give that one a dry with the hair dryer because it's a big chunk of steel. I'm blowing my wall down, my backdrop, my my minimalist recycling blue garbage bag backdrop. But you know, hey, it's plastic. Looks better than the green garbage bags, I think. I mean, I could dress it up, and I'm going to, but right now I'm really busy, like with machines and film, like videos and editing and stuff. So now we're gonna throw some oil on this baby. Looks like there's some tarnishing there. No, it's not tarnishing. Maybe they just ground it down more there. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. So there, that's nice and oiled. Where's that foot? There it is. Sí, muy bien. There was a lot. This one cleaned. I mean, it wasn't terrifically dirty, but there was some dirt and grunge, particularly. It's always around that little screw that goes through and bolts on there. So just throw that in the water to rinse off the Krud Kutter. Then I'm going to put in, I'm not going to use soap on it. It's a small part. It's going to be, I've wiped it off. And now I'm going to dry it with the hairdryer. There, that's nice and warm. So now I'll get my container of oil, give it a shake. So yeah, I enjoy doing this work. You know what, I can hardly believe it's been 25 minutes already. So, but I think you get the gist, you know, so I'll leave it there. I'm going to continue on with the work, and I'm not sure what the next video will be, but it may be on cleaning the needle tension device, doing that. So I think that's what it'll be. If you think that's a good one, let me know. If you think it's a lousy one, let me know. And if you have any other suggestions, let me know. And I'm not going to say it. I'll just let the pictures speak for themselves. Stay safe and have fun. Good luck with your machines, your projects, you know, your stuff. Start a YouTube channel. Be safe, have fun. We'll see you.